everything we built last year was a stepping stone for what we built this year. In showcasing what our abilities are, in showcasing that we are a good partner, and more importantly, showcasing what we are willing to do for these young men and women. No other tournament I've been to in the world has physical therapists for the players. When I talked to the physical therapy team, the day the players arrived, their schedule was already booked. They had players booked in the whole day, massaging arms, taking care of old injuries, preparing them for what they need to do, teaching them how to stretch. The core of everything we do are the young men and women, the players, and the community. And the longer we keep them at the center of what we do, the more I know we will be a success. And that's what we started last year. And now our responsibility every year is to build on that responsibility, to do more for these young men and women, and to make sure we are not telling them what they need, but listening to what they want and need to prepare that and make next year better. I mean, nothing is going to be perfect, but it is that strive for perfection that is going to make us different from everything else and everyone else, and that is what I'm most proud of. What sets us apart is we have a leadership that is very supportive. His Highness the Crown Prince, from the very beginning, has been pushing us and ensuring that we keep to the highest standards. We have a community that is very strong. 67% of the population consider themselves gamers. And by the way, the rest play, they just don't consider themselves gamers. So we have a strong community, we have strong leadership, and in my opinion, and I know this is very personal, and I'm sure everyone will say the same thing, but we have the best working team in the world. And it's building on those three components, and the willingness to learn, the willingness to put the time and effort in, and the investment in, that gives us the opportunity to build something that I don't think anyone else could. Nowhere else has a national strategy for gaming and esports announced by their leadership. No one else has the community that comes out every day and tells me exactly what they need. And we have a team that is out there listening on a daily basis. And the one thing I would tell anyone listening, if there's anything you see that we could do better, please stop any one of us and tell us. We listen, we act, and we will do. And hopefully hiccups like the audio going out on the Dota 2 stream yesterday don't happen anymore.
I think it's three things. I mean, first and foremost, it's the whole government support. You can see the whole city being embraced in the Esports World Cup, which makes it much more than the sum of its part. It makes it a great place for everyone to come. Number two, it's the Saudi hospitality, where you can see that the population itself is embracing the world coming to Riyadh and seeing it. And number three, it's actually its geographic positioning, which is in the middle of between Los Angeles and Beijing. So really bridging the East and the West, and the gaming industry and the esports industry historically has been driven by those two sides, and Riyadh being in the middle is a great place to bring it together. So I think the most important thing to think about is that in 100 years, people remember this first edition of being something that celebrated performance and success of the athletes and players themselves. Number two, bringing the world together in something that hasn't been before at the scale, but as well as a celebration of fandom and sport. And number three is the place who really supported this sport, first and foremost, on the scale it is.
So this year we've got more games. So this year we've got 24 games and 25 tournaments. We have more players as well. So this year we've got over 2,000 athletes who are coming to Riyadh to compete over the course of the 7 weeks. And the other thing that's changed is we've increased the scale of the festival that is running in parallel with the club championship. So we have more engaging experiences for families and game fans from around the world to come and be part of. So we take the biggest games from around the world and bring them here to Riyadh. So we have that global interest and global understanding of the biggest games here as part of our festival, as part of the club championship. But for the festival, that's our opportunity to really connect with local communities. We run a whole host of local community tournaments, and we also bring a lot of Saudi culture into the gaming tournament. We've got great partnerships with many of the government departments who can bring arts and culture and cuisine to not just celebrate with our Saudi population, but also with global visitors. And then the last piece is around one of the big investments that we've made this year is creating the Content Creator Park. And there we're bringing the biggest influencers and creators from across the Middle East, but specifically from the Kingdom, and connecting them with their fans, but also taking people through a journey so they can learn how to be a content creator. We can help them start their own journey as well. Many, many months of planning. So we've literally been planning the entire year. As soon as the curtain dropped on 2024, we started planning for the 2025 event. So we have a huge team within the foundation, but we also have an incredible range of partners, both local and international partners, that help us build out and operate these incredible events. So huge amounts of planning, lots and lots of coordination to be able to run all of these games and these tournaments simultaneously. Requires a huge amount of collaboration with the publishers, with the clubs, the players as well. So lots and lots of late nights and planning, but we're just so excited to welcome everybody to the tournament.